Bakhram with the Mutombo block. I think he's telling Tszyu, hold your horses, not so fast. I'm next. Let's talk.
Push the weight and now flex. Flex. The live is 1 in the 6. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. Woof. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Well, this is business, y'all. Your thoughts behind this one? First and foremost, a big old salute to my brother LDUBB Boxing. Follow him on Instagram. He's on YouTube. My brother LDUBB. He got his ears to the ground. He's one of the brothers that keeps me well informed. The guy just knows his stuff. LDUBB Boxing. LDUBB Boxing. He gave me this information earlier in right on time boxing scene. And it's official. I heard it from LDUBB first, and then he sends me a link. He said, see? And I go to Boxing Scene. The link will be in the description. Go subscribe to LDUBB Boxing. Go follow him on the gram. Follow him on YouTube. And I'm going to put the link in the description to this article from Boxing Scene written by Jake Donovan, one of the few men in boxing media that I trust. Jake Donovan. Salute to Jake Donovan. Here's the article. Bakhram's legal team challenges WBO claim that Charlo Tszyu is next. Now listen to this. Jamel Charlo's next fight will be a mandatory title defense, okay? Remember when I said the belts weren't even warm around his waist and they said, yo, you got to do this. Remember when I said that his options were Fundora, Bakhram, or Tszyu, right? Now, some things happen, but let me read this article. As previously reported by Boxing.com, WBO President Francisco Paco Valserio, whatever the hell his name is, announced over the week that a deal was reached for Charlo to face WBO junior middleweight mandatory challenger Tszyu, thus avoiding a purse bid, hearing that it would have been scheduled later this month. Now, we all heard that. We thought that this was next. I thought it was next. I said, okay. So, it says here that ruling is now being challenged by the representatives of Bakhram. How you say his last name? Murda Zaliev. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The longtime IBF mandatory challenger who is believed to be next in line for the undisputed junior middleweight championship. He says there exists a contract for Jamel Charlo to fight against Bakhram, and it appears that the WBO is interfering. Listen to this, y'all. It appears that the WBO is interfering with that contract and with the prospective economic advantage of Bakhram. Pat English, the lead counsel of Bakhram's promoter, Main Events, noted to the WBO and all involved parties in a legal letter, copy of which was obtained by Boxing.com in order that there be no dispute regarding Charlo Castano rematch. Certain promises were made in writing by both Jamel Charlo and TGB Promotions. So it looks like they have it in writing, y'all. I'm sorry if this sounds like legalese to some of you, but it looks like they have something in writing. Rematch certain promises were made in writing by both Jamel and TGB Promotions. Charlo agreed that he had 10 days to either relinquish the title or he would proceed to fight Bakhram, who is the IBF mandatory. Mr. Charlo did not relinquish the IBF title, and plans have been proceeding with for that match. Indeed, there is a contract and substantial sum of money in my trust account for the fight. Wow. Now, I remember Tszyu. Look, there's a lot. I'm not going to read the whole thing. All right, the link will definitely be in the description. And this, I want you guys to go read this thing because Jake Donovan is very thorough with his writing. It's not long-winded, but he gives you facts based off of what he knows. Okay, he goes into the rankings right here. I'm just scamming through this thing. He goes by the rankings or whatever. But listen, go read this article. The link will be in the description. And salute to my brother LDUBB. All right, you can go read the article, but go subscribe to LDUBB Boxing. Go follow him on the gram. He broke this news to me, and then 5 minutes later, he hit me up again and said, "See, here you go." Okay, so basically, what it's looking like is Charlo had 3 choices: Fundora, Bakhram, and Tszyu. Tszyu, I recall, he stepped aside. And he stepped aside so Charlo could go with this Castano rematch, from what I remember. If I'm wrong, you can let me know. It's all good. I'm not perfect. But not so fast, dude, because it sounds like Bakhram's his agreement was in writing before that. So somebody's going to have to pay somebody step aside money. But if it's in writing and Bakhram was he was entitled first, then he's going to be fighting Bakhram. You know what I'm saying? So Tszyu is going to have to wait for the winner of Bakhram and Jamel. That's what it sounds like. Now, y'all have to go read the article for yourself. I'm just telling you what it sounds like. You know what I'm saying? This is listen, y'all, this is the business. This is a part of the business that you love or you hate. Now, as a supporter of the sport, you just want to see the fights. I think he destroys Tszyu. Tszyu thinks he's entitled because he stepped aside. Right? However, Bakhram, he's pretty decent. Does he beat Jamel? I don't think so, but he's tough. That guy's very tough. I honestly think he'll put up a better fight than Tszyu. I wasn't impressed with Tszyu's last performance. But by way of the pen, who's entitled first? It sounds like Bakhram's entitled first. That's why they're stepping in. They say, no. I know Tim stepped aside, but we had an agreement. So this is the part where everyone's legal team is going to have to sit down, Charlo's people, Bakhram's people, Tim's people, and have to come to an agreement. And somebody has to get next. Somebody's going to have to say, all right, well, look, man, I got to fight the winner. In the meantime, somebody's going to try and stay busy. Or just wait for the winner. But I like how everyone's jumping through hoops to get at Jamel's undisputed straps. I like how they're putting pressure on him. He just beat Castano a few weeks ago. And he's already getting pressure to get into the ring and defend that gold, right? But Canelo, undisputed, right? Undisputed. Canelo went undisputed, right? He says, I'm going up to fight Bivol. And no one was checking for that fight. And when he was going up to fight Bivol, everyone was saying, what? Wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. What about Benavidez? I don't fight Mexicans. Benavidez is American. But there was no real push for that from the Canelo Man fans. But Jamel, Bakhram, Tszyu, Fundora. Come on, man. They're just waiting to call him and say he's ducking. They're just waiting to call him a ducker. Look, man, just work this business out. Whatever Jamel decides to do, whatever the business says to do, he'll do. If the paperwork says, yo, man, they have an agreement, you got to fight Bakhram, I'm with it. If the paperwork says, hey, man, nah, Tszyu's next, Bakhram gets the winner, I'm with it. But I want y'all to see the pressure's on for Jamel to defend it. And as soon as he beats one of these guys, because I think he beats both of them, as soon as it's over, whoever has next is going to have next, one of these two guys. Oh, you're going to fight him what, in 60 days? Come on, man. Always pressure on the black fighter, man. Always pressure. Y'all see it. And I'm going to keep saying it. I know what time it is. But salute to Tszyu and salute to Bakhram. And I just want to see whose paperwork stands true. But the link will be in the description. You'll read it for yourself. And let me know what you think. This is very interesting, man. Very interesting. Bronx on deck.
Move!